Very good morning all the students. For today's biology lesson we are going to start with the structure of the heart. So as you can see over here, this is a typical simplified structure of our human heart. Alright. Now first of all we have to see how the heart looks like and what are the different parts of the heart. Now if you can see over here, generally this is our right side and this is our left side, but it will be a mirror image. When we will draw the structure of the heart will be a mirror image. That means this side will be the right side, this side will be the left side. Alright, starting with the structure of the heart, the human heart has 4 chambers. Okay, it is a 4-chambered heart. If you can see, chamber number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. The upper chambers are known as auricles and the lower chambers are known as ventricles. Okay, so this is the right side, this is the left side. So this will be the right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Alright, upper chambers are known as the auricles, lower chambers are known as the ventricles. Auricles always receive the blood. Okay, maybe it is from the body or maybe it is from the lungs. Auricles are always used for receiving the blood. They are also known as receiving chambers. Ventricles always distribute the blood. Okay, so from here we can see ventricles, they always distribute the blood to other parts of the body, and from the auricles, receiving. So the auricles are known as the receiving chambers, the ventricles are known as the distributing chambers. Now we will see what are the different types of blood vessels that are present in the heart. First of all, we will start with the vena cava. Vena cava is the largest vein of our body. Okay, this is the largest vein of our body. Now vena cava brings the deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body to the right auricle. Later we will see over here whether it is bringing the blood or it is distributing the blood. We will just check the different types of blood vessels present. So vena cava brings the blood from other parts of the body to the right auricle. From the right auricle, the blood flows down to the right ventricle. Okay, so the vena cava is bringing the blood to the right auricle. From the right auricle, it is coming down to the right ventricle. Now between the right auricle and the right ventricle, there is a valve. Valve, you can say it is like a gate. When the auricles contract, they squeeze, the blood comes down. Okay, like a balloon, if we squeeze the balloon, the blood will flow down or the air will come out. Same way, as soon as these auricles are squeezed, the blood comes down to the ventricles. So when the right auricle squeezes, becomes contract, the blood flows down to the right ventricle. Between the right auricle and right ventricle, we have a tricuspid valve. What is the function of this valve? This valve do not allow the blood to flow back. Okay, we don't want the blood to again go back. So this valve prevents it. So between right auricle and right ventricle, we have a tricuspid valve. Now from the right ventricle, as we know, ventricles are distributing chambers. They will distribute the blood. From the right ventricle, the blood will go to the lungs. Okay, what is the name of this artery? It is the pulmonary artery. The word pulmonary means lungs. Anything related to lungs, we call it pulmonary. So because this artery is distributing or taking the blood to the lungs, we will call it pulmonary artery. Alright, so the right ventricle will take the blood, deoxygenated blood. The blood is still deoxygenated, it does not have any oxygen, to the lungs. Now in the lungs, it will receive the blood. It will receive the oxygen, because lungs have oxygen, exchange of gases takes place. Okay, and from the lungs again the pulmonary vein will bring the blood from the lungs to the left auricle. As I told you, auricles are receiving chambers. So the pulmonary artery will take the blood to the lungs. The pulmonary vein will take the blood towards the left auricle. Remember, if you have studied, arteries always takes the blood away from the heart and veins always brings the blood towards the heart. Okay. Alright. From the left auricle now, the blood will come down to the left ventricle. Again the auricles will squeeze, and when they contract, they squeeze, the blood will flow down to the left ventricle. Now from this left ventricle, now the blood is distributed to all the parts of the body through the aorta. Aorta is the largest artery of the body. Please remember this. Aorta is the largest artery of the body. So from the left ventricle, now the blood has oxygen in it. It has gone to the lungs, and the pulmonary vein had brought oxygenated blood. So now the left ventricle will distribute the blood to all the parts of the body through the aorta. Now between the, like we have over here, between the right auricle and right ventricle, we had the tricuspid valve. Same way, between the left auricle and the left ventricle, we have a bicuspid valve. Okay, there is a bicuspid valve over here. Same, it has the same work. The bicuspid valve do not allow the blood to again go back to the auricles. Always remember, the blood will come down from the auricles to the ventricle, from the auricles to the ventricle. Okay, so just we will recap quickly. The heart has 4 chambers. The human heart has 4 chambers. The upper chambers are known as auricles. The lower chambers are known as ventricles. So right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Alright, and between the right auricle and right ventricle, we have the tricuspid valve. Between the left auricle, left ventricle, we have the bicuspid valve. If you can see, a pericardium is written. What is this pericardium? The entire heart is covered by a sac or a membrane. Okay, it's a double membrane. Entire heart is covered by a double membrane. So pericardium is the covering of the heart. What is it? It is the covering of the heart. It protects the heart from any shock or any other danger. Alright, now if you come down, I have made a simplified variation over here which will help you to understand where is the blood actually coming from. So if you can see over here, this is the heart. It has 4 chambers: right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. In the right auricle, blood is coming from upper parts of the body. Now another thing, we know that this is called vena cava. Now vena cava is actually made up of 2 veins. Vena cava has 2 parts: superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. The superior vena cava brings the blood from upper parts of the body, like the head, the chest and the arms. So from the upper region of the body, which vein will bring? Superior vena cava. And from the lower parts of the body, like the abdomen and the legs, like the stomach region and the leg region, that is known as inferior vena cava. So the inferior vena cava will bring the blood from the lower parts of the body. Okay, so the superior vena cava, upper parts of the body; inferior vena cava, lower parts. Both the superior and the inferior vena cava, it will come together and it will form the vena cava. Like the artery is the largest artery, we have studied over here, artery. Aorta is the largest artery. In the same way, vena cava is, we can say, it is the largest vein. Okay, vena cava is the largest vein of the body. So the vena cava is bringing the blood to the right auricle. What type of blood is it? Deoxygenated blood. Okay, it is bringing deoxygenated blood. From the right ventricle, it is coming to the right. From the right auricle, it is coming down to the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, through the pulmonary vein, it is going to the lungs. From the lungs, this is the pulmonary artery. Now from the lungs, the pulmonary vein is now bringing the oxygenated blood. Where is it bringing? To the left auricle. from the left auricle it is coming down to the left ventricle, and from the left ventricle through the aorta it is going to all the parts of the body. So vena cava to right auricle to right ventricle to the lungs, from the lungs again back to the left auricle, from the left auricle to the left ventricle, and from the left ventricle to all the parts of the body. This is how the blood flows. Okay, if I make a flow chart, it will be easier for you to understand. So if you see the flow chart, from the vena cava it is coming down to the right auricle, from the right auricle it is coming down to the right ventricle, from the right ventricle to the lungs, and this all thing is actually deoxygenated blood. From the lungs it is coming to the left auricle, from the left auricle to the left ventricle to the aorta. Aorta is the largest artery. From the aorta to all the other parts of the body, and this is actually the oxygenated blood. Okay, so this is the entire flow chart. What you need to learn in this is, you need to learn all the names of the arteries and the veins that are there, and what type of blood do they carry. That means, like if I take the example of vena cava, what is the function of vena cava? Vena cava takes the deoxygenated blood from the other parts of the body. See, vena cava, what is it doing? Deoxygenated blood from the upper and the lower parts of the body to the right auricle. If I take the example of pulmonary vein, what is pulmonary vein doing? Pulmonary vein is taking the oxygenated blood, what, from where to where? Pulmonary vein is taking the oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left auricle. Okay, so this you need to learn all the name of the artery and the veins of the heart, and also what is the function of tricuspid valve, what is the function of bicuspid valve. Tricuspid valve helps to prevent the backflow of blood in the auricle, in the right auricle and right ventricle. Bicuspid valve helps to prevent the backflow of blood in the left auricle and left ventricle. Alright, so that is all about the structure of the heart.